You are the chosen one. You did not ask for this, yet the mantle found you. You sat at the table and counted the bills. You tried to stretch a small paycheck across a long month. You waited in a hospital hallway and the clock would not move. You heard silence in your own home and it rang like a bell. You felt small. You felt late. You felt invisible. And yet, in the same room where fear pressed your chest, heaven was already writing your dawn. Night and morning stood face to face. I speak to your identity. Not the title on a badge, not the likes on a screen. I speak to the blueprint in your bones. You carry light. You were sent to cities and kitchens and bus stops. You were placed in meetings and waiting rooms and checkout lines. Your life is a message. You are not an accident. You are an answer. You feel the weight because you are called. That is why the pressure came early. That is why the attacks felt personal. The bill that broke your plan. The call that shook your peace. The friend who left without a word. The test result that turned a day into a year. These are not signs that you are weak. These are signs that your story matters. The enemy does not waste arrows on empty fields. The storm does not chase a silent sea. You are targeted because you are treasured. Like Joseph in a pit and then a prison. You learned to read dreams in tight places. Like David with a sling and no armor. You learned to face giants with a song. Like Esther behind a gate she did not choose. You learned that favor opens doors that fear cannot shut. Like Job, who sat in ashes and kept his faith. You learned that loss cannot hold your future. These are mirrors. They show you your own path. They remind you that the throne sits on the other side of the test. Scene 1. Finance. You sit at a table with a calculator that blinks like an unkind eye. Rent waits. Interest waits. A child needs shoes. The numbers do not respect your sleep. You fold a receipt like a tiny prayer. A mentor calls with work you did not expect. A client pays an invoice that was long delayed. Wisdom lands in your mind like rain. You make a plan. You sow. You save. You step. The table that mocked you becomes a desk of strategy. Scene 2. Health. You stand by the elevator with a plastic wristband. Your name is spelled right, but your peace feels misspelled. You breathe through the cold air and steady your heart. You remember that your body is a temple and not a trap. A nurse smiles. A line rises. By his stripes you are healed. You walk even if it is slow. You speak hope over blood and bone. Strength returns like the morning. Little by little, you become a testimony in motion. Scene 3. Relationship. The room is tidy and quiet. Too quiet. The chair on the left used to hold laughter. The messages used to arrive at midnight. Now, the phone is heavy and mute. You wonder if you failed. Hear me. You are not unworthy. You are becoming. You are shedding the costume of need. You are learning to choose covenant over confusion, clarity over chaos, wholeness over comfort. The right people do not fear your growth. The right people celebrate your calling. You will not be alone. You will be aligned. This is a proclamation, short and strong. You are not what left you. You are not what hurt you. You are not what tried to label you. You are the head and not the tail, above and not beneath, planted and not tossed, crowned and not crushed. You have a divine purpose. You will build what you did not see as a child. You will feed what once starved you. You will comfort what once wounded you. You will be the answer in the room that once intimidated you. If this truth speaks to you, hit like and subscribe. Write 333 inches the comments. It is a prophetic sign of your divine alignment. Now we move from identity to wilderness. The path of the chosen is not a hallway of roses. It is a training ground. It is a quiet stretch where crowds do not clap. It is a shift where your phone does not ring. It is the morning when you make coffee and courage and drink both. You will feel the pinch. You will wonder if you misheard. Hold your assignment close. Remember the blueprint. You were made for impact. You were designed for overflow. The desert is a classroom. Lack is a lesson. Silence is a tutor. These teachers prepare your hands for plenty. The rhythm matters. Short steps, long breath, short prayer, long obedience. You will learn to speak to your own soul. You will say, be still. You will say, rise. You will say, try again. You will celebrate small wins. You will forgive slow progress. You will refuse shame. You will choose discipline. You will choose delight. Your crown will rest on a steady head. Lift your eyes, not to a stage, not to a star. Lift your eyes to your assignment. The city needs your courage. The office needs your clarity. The family needs your patience. The classroom needs your kindness. The street needs your prayer. You are not waiting on a system. The system is waiting on you. Step into the space and speak life. Bring order, bring joy, bring wisdom. You carry a Midas touch that is not about money. It is about meaning. When you enter a room, confusion slows down. When you speak, fear loses volume. When you serve, cold hearts thaw. When you build, dry places bloom. You do not force change. You embody change. You are a steward of presence. You are a keeper of peace. Guard your energy, not from love, from depletion. Guard your calendar, not from people, from distraction. Guard your mind, not from challenge, from lies. You are allowed to rest. You are allowed to say no. This is stewardship. Even David paused before the battle. Even Esther fasted before she spoke. Even Joseph interpreted before he advised. You will pace your calling. You will run with purpose and finish with joy. Let me speak comfort in a gentle tone. You are seen, you are held, you are guided. Your tears have not been wasted. Your lonely nights have not been meaningless. Your prayers are seeds. Your patience is soil. Your faith is water. Your harvest will not miss its season. When the day comes, it will look like an ordinary morning. Coffee, keys, phone, then alignment, then answers, then doors. If this truth confirms your path, hit like and subscribe. Write 333 inches the comments. It is a prophetic sign that your steps are ordered. Here is the turn. You are the chosen one. Identity received. Pain named. Promise spoken. Now you will act. Make the call. Send the resume. Start the course. Pay the small debt. Apologize with courage. Forgive without a receipt. Declutter the room that steals your focus. Lay out your plan on paper. Pray over it. Work it. Review it. Improve it. Repeat. This is faith with shoes on. This is hope with a schedule. End on this picture. A hallway in your home. Early morning. Quiet. You walk toward the front door. You reach for the knob with steady hands. The key turns. The latch lifts. The door opens to a clean blue sky. The wilderness is not a mistake. It is a method. It is where chosen ones learn to breathe without applause. It is where hunger becomes guidance. It is where thirst becomes prayer. You are here, not lost. Led, not abandoned. Assigned. In this quiet land, your steps are weighed. Your motives are refined. Your heart learns the rhythm of holy pace. You wake before the Sunday, the apartment is still. The budget spreadsheet glows on the laptop. A number flashes red. You inhale and you do not flinch. You break the month into weeks. You break the weeks into days. You cancel a subscription. You cook at home. You stash $5 in an envelope labeled seed. You email 2 leads with humility and skill. You ask for feedback. You accept correction. This is not defeat. This is training. Manna was measured. Oil was poured by jars. Strategy is not less spiritual than song. Wisdom is worship with a pen. At noon, you sit in your car outside the clinic. The air smells like sanitizer and hope. You hold a paper with test results. Some numbers dip. Some numbers rise. Your heart wants to sprint. Your faith chooses to walk. You speak life over your body. You agree with healing in simple words. You drink water. You stand up and take a slow lap by the sidewalk. You text a friend who prays without drama. You thank the nurse. You schedule the next visit. You write down the plan. You refuse the spiral of fear. You honor the slow miracle. In the evening, you return to a quiet house. A plate for one. 2 chairs. 3 memories that try to sit with you. You see the photo on the shelf, and you smile anyway. You refuse to rehearse old scenes. You bless what ended. You bless who left. You bless yourself for staying. You wash the dish. You light a small candle. You read a line from Psalms. You let peace lay its hand on your shoulder. The silence becomes a friend, and not a judge. The loneliness becomes space for promise to grow roots. The wilderness is a teacher. Its lessons are plain. Pace yourself. Guard your words. Steward your strengths. Practice small excellence. Celebrate ordinary faithfulness. The souls who finish well master these quiet arts. David learned them with sheep. Joseph learned them as a steward. Esther learned them in waiting rooms. Job learned them in long days that seemed the same. You learn them now. You stack small bricks. You build a future that can carry weight. Hear this proclamation. Short and strong. You will not break in the dry place. You will not bow to bitterness. You will not chase shortcuts. You will not sell your birthright for easy bread. You will listen for the still small voice. You will obey when no one claps. You will water the ground you have. You will plant where you stand. You will draw circles of prayer around your assignment. You will see provision appear like dew on ordinary mornings. Some of you ask if the wilderness means failure. No, the wilderness is a hallway, not a house. It is where the chosen learn the cadence of trust. It is where complaints fall silent and gratitude learns to sing. It is where strategies are born in notebooks that look boring and become holy artifacts. It is where strength arrives without noise. It is where character grows without cameras. It is where you learn to prefer purpose over drama and depth over display. If this truth strengthens your heart, hit like and subscribe. Let your agreement be a banner over your week. Write 333 inches the comments. It is a prophetic sign that your steps are in alignment. There is also testing here. Not to crush you, to calibrate you. Tests of patience, tests of integrity, tests of focus. The ad pops up that promises fast results. You close it. The old friend calls with a shortcut that bends your values. You decline. The voice in your head suggests a lie to avoid a hard conversation. You choose truth. You do not always feel brave. You decide brave. You do not always feel strong. You repeat strong. This is the drumbeat of a chosen life. Small right choices, daily, quiet, unseen. The fruit will not be quiet when it arrives. Remember Joseph. He interpreted another man's dream while his own looked delayed. Remember David. He protected sheep that were not his while a crown waited in a future sunrise. Remember Esther. She learned the language of the court before she opened her mouth to save a nation. Remember Job. He anchored his soul when comfort collapsed. They were not less chosen in the waiting. They were being fitted for wait. You are being fitted for wait. Let us name the lies that try to grow in dry ground. You are late. Lie. You are behind. Lie. You are forgotten. Lie. You are punished. Lie. The truth is simple. You are on time. You are being prepared. You are seen. You are loved. You are trusted with process because you will be trusted with power. The wilderness is proof that heaven intends to keep you, not use you, keep you. To keep means to guard. To keep means to guide. To keep means to bring you through, and not just to. Practical counsel. Write your goals, but write your guardrails too. Decide the hours when you work and the hours when you rest. Protect both. Decide who gets your early energy and who waits until later. Protect that too. Prepare a simple meal plan and a simple budget and a simple reading plan. Do not chase complicated hacks. Chase simple faithfulness. Track 3 habits, not 20. Pray in sentences, not speeches. Turn your phone face down during deep work. Put a water bottle where you can see it. Put a promise verse where you can read it. Put your running shoes near the door. Remove the barriers between you and obedience. You will feel days that look the same. You will feel moments that taste like dust. Keep moving. Momentum is worship when you are walking in assignment. Take the next faithful step, then the next, then the next. One day the map will unfold, and you will recognize that you have crossed a line without trumpets. The wilderness will begin to thin. The edges of promise will appear like a city on a horizon. But do not hurry the lesson. Take it with you. The palace does not cure impatience. The throne does not teach humility. The wilderness gives these gifts for free to the ones who listen. If this word confirms your season, hit like and subscribe. Write 333 inches, the comments. It is a prophetic sign that your training is blessed. Now hold this image. A single road runs through a quiet valley. No billboards, no crowds, just a steady line. On your back is a small backpack. Inside are a notebook, a pen, a bottle of water, a folded page with a promise, and a key you do not yet recognize. The sun lifts. Your shadow is short. Your pace is even. Ahead you see it. Not a palace yet. Not a crown. A simple wooden gate that was closed yesterday. It swings open as you arrive. You do not force it. You walk through. The gate opens, and you step forward. A new season begins. Not yet the palace, not yet the throne, but ground that feels different under your feet. The air is charged. The wilderness is behind you. Giants rise ahead of you. This is the battlefield of chosen ones. You cannot avoid it. You must face it. But hear this. Giants are not proof of your weakness. Giants are proof of your inheritance. You see it in finance. The bill is larger than the paycheck. The deadline is closer than the deposit. The loan office frowns. The numbers roar. But this is not the end. This is the stage for faith. David looked at Goliath and saw not a wall, but a doorway. Your bill is not a wall. It is a doorway. You gather your stones. Small skills, simple calls, honest labor, persistent prayer. You lift them in courage. You aim. You release. The giant falls. Not by your size, by your stance. Not by your sword, by your faith. You see it in health. The doctor points at the screen. The graph dips. The words sound like thunder. Your body shakes. Your thoughts scatter. Yet this is your Goliath. You breathe deep. You whisper healing scriptures. You write a plan. You choose vegetables over excuses. You take the medicine with gratitude. You pray with expectation. Each walk around the block is a stone released. Each hour of rest is a stone released. Each prayer is a stone released. Slowly, the giant of fear shrinks. The diagnosis becomes a testimony. You see it in relationships. A voice tells you that you will always be betrayed. A memory screams that you will always be abandoned. A fear whispers that you will always be alone. This is a giant. Do not run. Do not hide. Stand firm. Take the stone of truth. Speak it out loud. You are loved. You are worthy. You are chosen. Take the stone of boundaries. Refuse toxic ties. Take the stone of forgiveness. Release what chained you. Take the stone of covenant. Align with people who honor your growth. You hurl them. The giant stumbles. You breathe free. Hear this proclamation. Giants fall not by talent, by trust. Giants fall not by titles, by testimony. Giants fall not by noise, by faith. You are not under attack because you are small. You are opposed because you are mighty. Every arrow proves your assignment. Every roar confirms your territory. Do not retreat. Advance. Scene 1. Finance giant. You sit with your head in your hands. The email says, denied. The project says, delayed. The wallet says, empty. You pray. You hear a whisper. Try again. Apply again. Shift the strategy. The next door opens. The client signs. The bonus comes. You breathe. You realize the giant was loud but not eternal. It had an end. You had endurance. That was enough. Scene 2. Health giant. The night is restless. Pain hums in your body like static. You cry. You whisper through the tears. Lord, you are my healer. You picture the cross. You picture stripes. You picture the stone rolled away. Morning comes. Pain eases. You feel enough strength to rise. You take the small steps. You make the small changes. Weeks later, you look back. The giant is smaller. You are stronger. The testimony begins. Scene 3. Relationship giant. A message arrives that tempts your old wound. You want to collapse into patterns. You pause. You pray. You choose clarity over chaos. You call a wise friend instead. You tell the truth without masks. You feel peace return. You realize the giant fed on your silence. Now it starves. You walk free. The battlefield of chosen ones is not glamorous. It is grit. It is tears in secret. It is prayers in the dark. It is courage that trembles, but still swings the stone. It is victory that feels slow, but proves solid. It is not instant. It is incremental. Every choice matters. Every step counts. Every whisper is heard. If this truth builds your faith, hit like and subscribe. Write 333 inches the comments. It is a prophetic sign that your stones will strike true. Giants also reveal allies. David did not fight alone forever. His courage drew an army. Your courage will draw allies. People who believe. People who fight. People who lift. When you face giants, you discover family. The field becomes fellowship. You learn you are not alone. Practical counsel for giant days. Write down your fear on paper. Then write down 3 stones you can throw today. 1 small action. One small prayer, one small boundary. Then act. Giants shrink when you act. Giants feed when you freeze. Move. Even small moves make noise in heaven. Remember Joseph. He faced the giant of betrayal and still dreamed. Remember Esther. She faced the giant of risk and still spoke. Remember Job. He faced the giant of loss and still worshipped. Remember David. He faced the giant of battle and still sang. They all stood. You will too. The lies of giants are many. You will never recover. Lie, you will always be weak. Lie, you will always be broke. Lie, you will always be lonely. Lie, the truth is stronger. You will recover. You will rise. You will overflow. You will be aligned. Giants do not own your future. God does. Giants test your speech. Do not echo their threats. Speak higher. Speak scripture. Speak hope. Speak destiny. Your tongue is a sling. Use it. Do not curse your tomorrow. Prophesy your tomorrow. Do not rehearse defeat. Declare victory. If this word confirms your battle, hit like and subscribe. Write 333 inches the comments. It is a prophetic sign that your sling is loaded. The battlefield is also in conversations. Someone doubts you. Someone mocks your dream. Someone questions your plan. Do not collapse. Stand taller. Smile gently. Speak your faith without apology. Your calm reply is a stone. Your steady eye is a shield. Do not waste energy on endless debates. Spend energy on building. Let results be your roar. Allies matter. You are not meant to fight forever alone. Look for those who lift your hands when they grow tired. Look for those who remind you of promises when your memory fades. Call them. Pray with them. Share bread with them. Giants tremble not just at one sling, but at an army rising. Fellowship is a fortress. Do not forsake it. Mark this rhythm. See the giant. Name the giant. Face the giant. Throw the stone. Watch it fall. Step forward. Claim the land. Repeat. This is not just history. This is your present pattern. This is how chosen ones advance. Little by little. Battle by battle. Victory by victory. Close on this picture. The dust of battle settles. The sling hangs loose at your side. The giant lies still. The horizon widens. And there in the distance, a city rises. Walls gleam. Gates stand open. You walk forward. The ground that was once threat is now inheritance. The battlefield becomes the doorway to destiny. The prison door shuts. The sound is iron. The air is heavy. The light is thin. You ask yourself why. You did right, yet chains hold you. You served, yet betrayal greets you. You loved, yet silence answers you. This is the prison of chosen ones. A place not of crime, but of calling. Joseph knew it. You know it. The cell is not punishment. It is preparation. Scene 1. Finance prison. You gave all you could. You saved. You worked. Yet the numbers still collapse. You feel locked out of opportunity. You send applications. No reply. You pitch ideas. No call back. You feel stuck in cycles. The cell whispers you are forgotten. But remember Joseph. Forgotten by men, yet remembered by God. Your file is on his desk. Your case is in his court. A single dream can open doors. A single connection can change years. Delay is not denial. Scene 2. Health prison. Weeks become months. Reports stay the same. Hope seems delayed. You feel locked in routines of pills and waiting rooms. You see others run free while you sit. Chains rattle in your mind. But hear this. Even in a cell, God sends strength. Joseph interpreted dreams inside the prison. You will birth wisdom inside your waiting. You will grow patience in the silence. You will learn compassion in the chair. Healing is coming, but before healing comes depth. Scene 3. Relationship prison. Loneliness feels like walls. You scroll through contacts, but no one understands. You show up at gatherings, but still feel alone. The chain is not around your body. It is around your soul. You feel invisible. Yet invisibility is not absence. It is incubation. Seeds grow in soil, not sunlight. You are not unseen. You are hidden for a season. When the door opens, you will be ready for covenant, not chaos. Hear this proclamation. The prison is not the end. The prison is the hallway. The cell is the waiting room. The chains are the training weights. You are not buried. You are planted. You are not forgotten. You are being prepared. If this word touches you, hit like and subscribe. Write 333 inches to the comments. It is a prophetic sign that your hidden season is about to end. Practical counsel for prison seasons. Keep a journal of gratitude. Write one line daily. It keeps the flame alive. Pray for others even while you wait. Joseph served other prisoners. Serving shifts sorrow. Read promises aloud. They echo louder than walls. Stay faithful in small tasks. The cupbearer remembered Joseph because he served faithfully in prison. Your excellence today is your resume for tomorrow. Hear the lie of prison. No one remembers you. Wrong. Heaven remembers. Hear the lie. You wasted years. Wrong. Nothing is wasted. Hear the lie. You will die here. Wrong. You will rise here. The cell is temporary. The call is eternal. Scene 4. A night in the cell. Joseph lies on straw. He hears snores. He hears chains. He closes his eyes. He dreams of wheat bowing. He dreams of stars shining. He dreams of thrones rising. The dream lives even in darkness. So with you. Do not let the dream die. Let it shine in secret. Let it whisper hope. One day the doors open. One day the guards call your name. One day the palace requires your presence. If this truth keeps your dream alive, hit like and subscribe. Write 333 inches. The comments. It is a prophetic sign that your prison is turning into a passage. Close on this vision. The door creaks. The chain falls. A hand reaches in. A voice calls your name. You rise from straw to stone floors, from silence to shouts, from prison to palace. The hall of confinement becomes the bridge to the throne. The fire blazes. The heat rises. The air burns. You feel surrounded by flames. Trials circle like walls of fire. This is the furnace of chosen ones, not a punishment. Approving. Shadrach knew it. Meshach knew it. Abednego knew it. You will know it too. The fire does not destroy you. The fire reveals you. Scene 1. Finance fire. The bills pile like logs. The collectors call like flames. You feel cornered. You fear collapse. Yet in the fire you learn discipline. You learn strategy. You learn trust. You discover that money is a servant, not a master. You find peace that is not in numbers, but in faith. The flames refine. They burn greed. They burn fear. They burn pride. What remains is wisdom. Scene 2. Health fire. The treatments hurt. The body aches. The process feels endless. The furnace glows hot. You ask why. Yet, in the fire, resilience is forged. Each appointment builds endurance. Each tear waters faith. Each night of pain becomes a chapter of testimony. You walk through and you come out without smell of smoke. Scars but not defeat. Story but not shame. Scene 3. Relationship fire. Arguments spark. Misunderstandings blaze. Betrayal crackles. You feel scorched. Yet the fire also burns away illusions. It reveals true heart. It purges false ties. It strengthens real love. Fire does not destroy covenant. Fire seals covenant. Gold shines brighter after fire. So will your love. So will your community. Hear this proclamation. The fire is not final. The fire is faithful. It shows who walks with you. In the furnace the fourth man appears. Presence in the flames. Jesus in the fire. You are not alone. You never were. If this word comforts you, hit like and subscribe. Write 333 inches the comments. It is a prophetic sign that your fire is birthing your shine. Practical counsel for fire seasons. Do not curse the heat. Bless the process. Do not run too soon. Stay until refinement is complete. Worship louder. Sing in the flames. Your song is stronger than smoke. Serve others even while you burn. Kindness in crisis is power. Trust the timing. Gold takes time to glow. Hear the lie of fire. You will burn out. Wrong. You will burn brighter. Hear the lie. You are finished. Wrong. You are forged. Hear the lie. You are cursed. Wrong. You are chosen. Fire is a mark of destiny. Scene 4. A night in the furnace. The guards stare. They expect ashes, but they see dancing. They expect silence, but they hear singing. They expect collapse, but they witness courage. Your fire is not just for you. It is a witness. People watch and believe because you endure. people shift and grow because you stand. Fire makes you testimony. If this message strengthens you, hit like and subscribe. Write 333 inches the comments. It is a prophetic sign that your furnace is becoming your platform. Close on this picture. Flames fade. Chains fall. You step out. The crowd gasps. No smoke clings. No burn marks remain. Only glow. Only shine. Only evidence that chosen ones walk through fire and come out brighter than before. The crown waits. The journey was long. The nights were heavy. The trials were fierce. Yet you stand. You endured. You pressed on. Now the crown is near. This is not vanity. This is validation. Paul said it. A crown of righteousness. A crown of life. A crown that does not fade. Chosen ones are not crowned for comfort. They are crowned for calling. Scene 1. Finance crown. After years of lack, you now see overflow. The bills are paid. The debts are cleared. The account carries surplus. Not for pride, for purpose. You give, you sow, you build. You fund what matters. You are no longer borrower. You are lender. You wear the crown of stewardship. Scene 2. Health crown. After years of waiting, the report shifts. The strength returns. The body rises. The diagnosis changes. You walk longer. You breathe deeper. You laugh louder. Healing comes not only to body, but to mind. Fear no longer rules. You wear the crown of resilience. Scene 3. Relationship crown. After cycles of pain, you meet covenant. After seasons of betrayal, you know loyalty. After nights of loneliness, you taste companionship. A friend stays. A partner commits. A community surrounds. You are not abandoned. You are aligned. You wear the crown of love. Hear this proclamation. The crown is not reward alone. The crown is assignment. Every crown carries weight. You are not lifted to rest only. You are lifted to lead. The throne is not a chair of comfort. It is a seat of service. The higher you rise, the lower you must bend. The crown is responsibility. If this word seals your mission, hit like and subscribe. Write 333 inches the comments. It is a prophetic sign that your crown is prepared. Practical counsel for crowned seasons. Stay humble. Do not forget the pit when you sit in the palace. Remember the chains when you hold the scepter. Serve the same way you once pleaded. Give the same way you once received. Stay grateful. Stay grounded. Stay generous. The crown shines brighter on humble heads. Hear the lie of the crown. You earned this alone. Wrong. Grace brought you here. Hear the lie. You can now relax forever. Wrong. New battles await. Hear the lie. You are superior. Wrong. You are servant. The crown is not proof of pride. It is proof of purpose. Scene 4. A vision of the throne room. The doors swing wide. The steps lead upward. You walk steady. The people watch. The crown is lifted. It rests on your head. The sound of praise fills the room. Yet your eyes fill with tears. You know the truth. This crown is not about you. It is about the one who chose you. If this message crowns your spirit, hit like and subscribe. Write 333 inches the comments. It is a prophetic sign that your destiny is sealed. Close on this final picture. A crown placed. A throne occupied. A mission embraced. And beyond the hall, a greater horizon calls. For chosen ones, the journey never ends. Each crown is a new beginning. Each throne is a new sending. The world waits. The heavens cheer. You rise. You reign. You serve. You shine.